I don't find, I'm just being myself. So I think probably it was different several.
There will always be negative voices. And sometimes those voices can appear to be outsized, and sometimes they can
be able to join you tonight in celebrating the 125th anniversary of women's suffrage in your country.
Picture this, babe. You're standing on the edge of the biggest night of your life. Cameras flashing, reporters yelling your name, and you're about to receive a humanitarian award for being the people's princess of compassion. But before the applause even starts, you strut into Paris Fashion Week wearing Balenciaga. Yeah, that Balenciaga, the one that got dragged to the depths of cancel culture hell for a campaign that featured kids and, bondage-inspired teddy bears. I know it sounds insane. And guess who's at the center of this chaos? Meghan Markle. Now, don't roll your eyes just yet. You might think, oh, another Meghan story, but trust me, there's way more going on here than what made the headlines. This one, it's layered. Power, rebranding, image control, and a dash of royal drama all mixed into one glossy Paris moment. What Meghan wore, how she acted, and what this all means, it's revealing everything happening behind those oh-so-private palace doors. So let's rewind and break it down. Meghan Markle appears at Paris Fashion Week, day 6 for those keeping score, and walks in head-to-toe in, you guessed it, Balenciaga.
Schofield attacks Harry and Meghan over Project Healthy Minds Award,
the first show that
citing
I've
their
seen it
toxic
on.
fan base. And
she's decked out in this all-white, dramatic outfit that instantly becomes meme material. People online didn't hold back. Looks like she wrapped herself in bed sheets, one person wrote. And honestly, hard to argue. It's this oversized cape-style ensemble. A flowy button-down, wide-leg trousers, all crafted by Pier Paolo, the designer known for drama. But here's the twist. It wasn't just the outfit that turned heads. Meghan herself looked different. The smile, you know, that trademark Hollywood meets royalty grin, gone. Instead, she's stone-faced, almost uncomfortable.
At least he's got to say, right, we've got to keep looking forward, because the forward bit is the important bit with regards.
Some said nervous, others whispered creepy, like she's channeling mysterious queen energy but accidentally landed somewhere between awkward and anxious. New hair, new face, new vibe. The woman's clearly on a mission. Everything screams rebrand. And people start asking, hold up, why is she here? Who's paying for this? Is this about separating from Harry? This wasn't some casual, let's go to Paris for croissants trip. This was calculated. There's something way bigger brewing beneath the surface.
When you think about it, just days after Meghan Markle launched herself back in the Paris Parisian.
Now, if you're thinking, okay, so she wore Balenciaga, big deal, buckle up, because this brand isn't just controversial, it's radioactive. Let's roll back to 2022. Balenciaga drops its holiday campaign, and the internet collectively loses it. Kids, literal children, holding teddy bears dressed in bondage gear. Yes, that happened. Real campaign, real photos, signed off by multiple adults who apparently thought, yeah, this looks good, and it gets worse. There's another ad, this time with Adidas.
Mom's night out!
Yeah, Mom's night out in Paris. The Duchess of Sussex taking...
And eagle-eyed viewers spot legal documents in the background related to, child exploitation laws. Like, who approved this? It's not just tone-deaf, it's disturbing. And it went through layers of approval. Stylists, art directors, executives, everyone saying, yup, perfect. So when the campaign hit the internet, chaos erupted. Social media exploded. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all melting down. Reddit threads went wild, dissecting every pixel of those photos. People were furious. Die-hard fans began destroying their Balenciaga collections on camera. I'm talking scissors to handbags, bonfires made of designer shoes. The drama was cinematic.
Paris Fashion Week, making her first Fashion Week appearance in over a decade. The Balenciaga show was clearly meant to be her.
These weren't random buyers. These were collectors, people who had spent years curating their closets with this brand. And suddenly, they're done. They're burning luxury for justice. Others said they couldn't even look at their Balenciaga pieces anymore. Some demanded refunds. The backlash wasn't a flash in the pan. This was a full-blown boycott. Influencers who once flaunted Balenciaga were now cutting ties overnight. The outrage was loud, messy, and most importantly, it didn't fade. Even the fashion elite couldn't keep quiet. Balenciaga's apology on Instagram? Please. It only made people angrier. How do you investigate your own campaign? Like you didn't notice the issue when you shot it? Come on. Even insiders, real fashion photographers, started speaking out. And not just any randoms. One of them personally knew Meghan. He's been in this industry forever. And when he saw those images, he said he was horrified. That's his word. Horrified and angry. This isn't some outsider trying to stir drama. This is someone who knows how campaigns are made. He breaks it down. All the layers of approval. All the adult eyes that must review every image before it hits the public. He says flat out, this wasn't a slip-up. It was an abhorrent failure to protect Those kids, the parents, the production, the executives, everyone failed them. You can hear the heartbreak in his voice. This wasn't just professional criticism, this was disgust. And he doesn't hold back. He calls out the leadership, the CEO, the owner, demanding accountability. He tells everyone in fashion, wake up, do something. Don't just post a sorry note and move on. He even says, if standing up for what's right cost me my career, so be it. Now that's gutsy. When someone inside the machine risks everything to speak truth, you listen. So fast forward 2 years later. Guess who Balenciaga invites to help clean up their image? Meghan Markle. Yep, the same Meghan who's built her brand on compassion, kindness, humanitarian causes. Balenciaga didn't pick her randomly. They strategically called her. She's a headline magnet. Whether people adore her or can't stand her, she gets attention. And that's exactly what a scandal-soaked brand needs. Every article, every photo of Meghan wearing Balenciaga shifts the narrative. Suddenly people aren't talking about bondage bears. They're talking about Meghan's Parisian debut. It's brilliant PR jujitsu. And let's be real, Meghan's not exactly swimming in blockbuster deals these days. So when a luxury brand comes knocking with a big check and front row seats at Fashion Week, she's taking that flight. This is her chance to scream, I'm still relevant. So Meghan's sitting there in the front row, dripping in Balenciaga. And honestly, it's not just fashion, it's strategy. See, she and Pierpaolo, the designer, go way back. She's worn his creations before for those key world moments. You know, the ones where she's trying to tell the world, I belong in this circle. He calls her his muse of modern elegance, she calls him an artist. It's mutual PR perfection. She gives him visibility, he gives her legitimacy. But this Paris Fashion Week moment, it's not just about reconnecting with a designer friend. It's about rebuilding two broken brands, Balenciaga's reputation and Meghan's own image after the Netflix flop, Spotify breakup, and whispers about marital trouble. They need each other. Balenciaga needs a public redemption arc. Meghan needs relevance. Together, they're serving a rebrand cocktail. One part glamour, one part controversy, and a twist of royal intrigue. And it's working, at least for the cameras. For Balenciaga, Meghan is gold. For Meghan, Balenciaga is access. To Paris, to luxury circles, to the power players she's desperate to mingle with again. She gets headlines that don't involve Harry or family drama. They get credibility through her polished humanitarian image. It's mutual rehabilitation disguised as fashion. She's giving the brand exactly what they wanted. Headlines reading, Duchess Meghan stuns at Balenciaga, instead of Balenciaga's dark past resurfaces. See what's happening? She's scrubbing the scandal just by showing up. And oh boy, let's talk about that outfit because it became a meme factory overnight. Picture it, all white everything, an oversized cape, crisp button-down, wide-leg trousers. The fabric practically had its own zip code. Paris might have loved the drama, but the internet, they had jokes ready. Did she wrap herself in hotel sheets? One commenter said, looks like she got lost in a duvet. Brutal. People weren't pulling punches. Fashion can be cruel, but social media, that's a whole new level. The general consensus, it just didn't suit her. Too big, too shapeless, too trying too hard. One fan even joked, they must be laughing backstage watching her drown in fabric. You heard that right, a humanitarian award. The woman who just gave credibility to a brand that was literally boycotted for exploiting children is about to be honored for helping people. You couldn't script irony better than that. Like, imagine standing at a podium talking about compassion and ethics while your Balenciaga outfit from last week still trends online. The contrast is wild. You can't champion humanitarianism one week and endorse controversy the next without raising eyebrows. Because when Meghan walks into that fashion show, she's not just wearing clothes, she's making a statement. And that statement says, I'm fine with this brand again. It gives Balenciaga the validation they desperately needed. That's the problem. Her presence equals forgiveness. So while some people are still refusing to buy the brand ever again, others see Meghan and think, oh, I guess it's okay now. And that, my friend, is how cancel culture quietly dies. You'd think that, as someone about to collect a humanitarian trophy, she'd draw the line somewhere. But nope. When there's money, influence, and high fashion visibility at stake, morals start to blur. Whether it's conscious or not, Meghan's saying, principles are flexible if the lighting's good enough. Because this isn't just about Meghan or one brand. This is about the fashion world's selective amnesia. One minute they're outraged, the next they're posting selfies in the same brand's newest collection. Social media erupts in protest, but give it a year, maybe two, and the outrage fades like last season's trend. Now influencers are back wearing Balenciaga, A-listers are front row again, and Meghan, the supposed moral compass, just gave the final blessing. Balenciaga's back, baby, and Meghan helped make it happen. Paris Fashion Week is the temple of image making, and she's walking through those golden doors again, reclaiming her status. Networking, positioning, relevance. That's the real runway behind the runway. Because let's face it, Meghan isn't just attending Fashion Week, she's strategizing her next act. New contacts mean new deals. New exposure means fresh PR lifelines. It's not about fashion. fashion, it's survival, and all of it is happening while Harry's back home, the kids are in California, and the royal family's probably somewhere shaking their heads. So what's the takeaway? Actions talk louder than all the humanitarian speeches in the world. You can talk about compassion, awards, and causes, but when the spotlight's on, your choices define you. Meghan's actions this week tell a clear story. She's not waiting for anyone's approval anymore. She's not the royal sidekick, not the misunderstood duchess. She's an independent operator making strategic plays, even if they clash with the image she built. And whether that's ambition or contradiction depends on how you see her. Maybe she's brilliant, reclaiming control of her narrative after being silenced for years. Or maybe she's just proving that when the cameras roll, compassion and career often collide. Either way, she's rewriting her story. Not with interviews or documentaries, but with her wardrobe, her choices, her absence of Harry, and that icy Paris glare. And next week, when she stands on stage to accept that award, remember this Paris moment, because beneath the speeches and glamour lies the truth. Rebranding always comes at a cost. So here we are, Meghan Markle, the Duchess who traded royal duties for Hollywood dreams, standing at the crossroads between image and integrity. Balenciaga gets their redemption arc, Meghan gets her headlines, and the rest of us? We're left wondering what humanitarian even means anymore. In the end, her Paris debut wasn't just about clothes. It was a mirror reflecting how easily fame, fashion, and morality intertwine. And just like that, the Duchess of Sussex transformed again. Not into a princess, but into a brand. A solo brand. A rebrand. An exposé in motion. So tell me, was this smart PR or moral hypocrisy? Did Meghan reclaim her narrative or sell it? Drop your thoughts below, because this story, it's not just about Paris, it's about power, perception, and the price of staying relevant. And trust me, the next chapter, it's only getting juicier.